Brian, our Scout executive, recently asked me to speak to council staff. I believe that I was asked not just because of our common dedication to the Scouting program, but because my daily task as a minister is to promote and show in practical ways the great virtues of the Christian exercise, faith, hope, and love. Late in the year 2020, I'm sure we can all agree that we need more of these. And I have found as a general rule that the harder these things are to show, the more they are needed. Like that troubled and sometimes trying child in the unit who is so unlovable at times, he's the one or she's the one who most definitely needs the most love, and very often they need it right then. Well, the last 8 or 9 months have continually shown to us the need for the biggies, faith, hope, and love. And even though I've tried to be prepared and do my best, I haven't always been at my best, and I don't know of anyone else who has either. So let me please read a passage from the latter part of the book of Hebrews from the New Testament. This is a passage about the final end of all things, of answering to God in judgment and of receiving his reward. We'll all face that one day, but that's not why I want to read you this passage now. I want us to notice the putting of things in 2 categories, shakeable and unshakable. Hebrews 12, beginning in verse 26. And his voice shook the earth then. But now he has promised, yet once more, I will shake not only the earth, but also the heaven. This expression, yet once more, denotes the removing of those things which can be shaken, as of created things, so that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. Therefore, since we receive a kingdom which cannot be shaken, let us show gratitude, by which we may offer to God an acceptable service. The point of the exhortation is for Christians to have gratitude that they have an unshakable kingdom where they can serve. This isn't the big shake where all ends and only our relationship with the Lord survives, but a bit of a shake, a testing that is stressing everything. So there are things that can be shaken and things which can't be shaken. Every single institution that I know of has been shaken during 2020. Some have been shaken so badly that they're tottering. Governments, businesses, various investments, schools, communities, churches, community theater. My sister runs a youth symphony orchestra program in another state. And if you think scouting is hard with social distancing, try running a symphonic program. But individuals, families, relationships, everything and everybody is being shaken. And I haven't seen the agenda items for all the scout meetings, but there's probably something in it that's going to shake you and me some more, even as we put on our best brave smile and say to one another, I know it's bad, but there are things that cannot be shaken. The important things cannot be shaken. From the text again. Therefore, since we receive a kingdom which cannot be shaken, let us show gratitude, by which we may offer to God an acceptable service with reverence and awe. All the important things remain. Scouting's values are the same. Scouting activities are still the same. So are the achievements and rank advancements and the merit badges that are still being earned. Service given and good turns done aren't being undone. I'm still approving Eagle Scout projects and sitting on Eagle Board of Reviews, even if they're socially distanced and sometimes outside, which probably should become a permanent feature, or sometimes by Zoom, which probably should not. But has the shaking turned trustworthy to untrustworthiness? Has loyalty been abandoned? Has helpful disappeared? Or has it increased? Have friendly, courteous, and kind left the building? Granted, sometimes cheerful, looks like he's been taken outside and given a bit of a beating. But Thrifty's never seen better days. And Reverent, he's been sorely missed at times as church meetings have been canceled. But that's just made him appreciate him all the more when we can get together. And also, he's been showing up in some very surprising places. I know that the shakeable parts of things often dominate our minds and likely will show up on the agenda of many of our meetings for some time to come. But in Scouts, the shakeable parts, organization and plans and funding and budgeting and insurance and legal and staffing and procedures and reports and the million other things that have to be done that no scout and few leaders know about or appreciate, these shakeable things are there to support the unshakable. So we'll keep going, shaky as things sometimes seem, until we can get back to QSR, until we can get back to trappers, until our units can meet again in the same room or camp under the same trees. And the folks at the council level, professional staff, and the volunteers, and the district folks will continue on until the spreadsheets no longer end up a massive red mess, and the tedious and boring and professional paperwork and planning parts of things can go back to just being routine and resume their normal level of being completely unappreciated, but also absolutely necessary. Until then, let our QSR grace lead the way, changing the word in the first line from meal to day. Bless this day. Strengthen my body. Awake my mind. Quench my thirst. Sanctify this day. Reverently I pray. Amen.